Okay, I did a sound check. I'm here with my friend Joe, and I cut my hair yesterday. And I'm on a break, I'm on a double, and you're propped up in a weird position, the camera is. And I wanted to rant. I'm on a double, but I'm on a break, so I have a break between shifts. And I wanted to talk about, I invited Joe to Spider-Man, and what did you say?
Said I'm kind of burnt out on superhero movies.
He's kind of burnt out on superhero movies, like very many people. I'm gonna talk loud if you want to talk loud. I don't know if it's gonna help, but yeah, I loved the new Spider-Man. I mean, I was obsessed. I feel like it was such a love letter to like Tom Holland's movies, and honestly, I cried through at least half the movie, and it's almost a 3-hour film. But I'm also right. It's interesting. What I find so fascinating and why I'm making a little video is I'm literally right there with Joe, and I agree with him. Like, I'm so beyond burnt out on, I mean, I heard Supergirl was bad, and I know DC and Marvel are different, obviously. Like, I grew up reading my grandfather's comics, and my dad was super into the comics, so it's something that was like always a part of our family. And then obviously when the MCU, whatever the fuck that is, the like movies started coming out. I mean, X-Men blew my mind as a child. Did you have a relationship with X-Men?
I've only seen Logan, so.
Wow. You never seen like X2? Like,
I've seen a bunch of like YouTube shorts.
Dude, you got it. Those ones are so good. I think they're so good.
They seem good.
X-Men 3 is considered like bad, but it's like, I think it's really good. We're on like the steps of this like restaurant or something.
It's true.
But so don't mind the angle. I don't know, maybe Spider-Man will swing by. But it's just really tough because I think the MCU was so fun, and now it's obviously they've always been partnered with Disney, and X-Men was doing their own thing. Like, they all want money, but I think you can want money and also make a work of art. Brand New Day proves that. I mean, there's gonna be spoilers in this, so if you haven't seen the movie, go away. Like, I'm not someone who's, if you're okay with spoilers, no, see the movie without spoilers. In my opinion, it's so good. I'm gonna spoil it for Joe unless you close it. But it was so fun because I feel like they do really right by the character of Spider-Man, which is so, I'm a grown-ass adult talking about Spider-Man in public, but it's just so good. It was so good. And I loved the inclusion of Jean Grey because, like I said about the X-Men movies, like, I have a relationship with that. Being a young, very closeted, queer, gay man, whatever you want to call it today, I loved like really hot, sexy, like angry women, and really like cutesy women too. Jean Grey was kind of like really chill because she's like too powerful, but I loved her inclusion in the movie because that's what I love about the MCU. I fucking hate that title, but this like broader universe, this broader world. Like, yes, Spider-Man's here, but Tony Stark might be, or Iron Man might be on the other side of New York doing this, and I love that feeling because it's like it's something that happens in art when you suspend my disbelief just enough that I could believe, oh, Hulk does live in the same world, and it's not just a property that's selling money. Like printing money, and I'm not interested in that. And I think modern audiences are sick of blockbusters and things. People, what is it, like suits trying to make money or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
The bean counters.
The what?
Counting the beans.
Counting the beans. And stop counting the beans. It's Spider-Man. People, here's the deal. I have good news. If like these fuckers who make these Marvel movies, these movies are always going to sell. People love heroes. They love superheroes. Life is depressing as fuck. It's really hard to be alive, even in the best of times. Period. Life is difficult. We will talk about that in another YouTube video. Life is difficult. We're always going to want that redemption arc, the like X-Men, and they're cool and they're sexy and queer and skinny, and we're always going to want that. But like, so you already know you're going to have people showing up. There's no need to cash in. There's no need because it's already going to be successful. X-Men was already established in the 60s? I don't know. Or like Spider-Man is like even earlier, I believe the 40s. And these properties are established. It's the same way that like Harry Potter will now probably always print money, regardless of J.K. Rowling's horrifying politics or horrifying is an insane word, but just disgusting politics, just disturbing in the sense that like that's a whole nother topic. Her world's about like inclusion, like Harry Potter's like it's another thing. We can talk about that another time. But Harry Potter will always print money, so now make a work of art. Do you know what I mean? And that wasn't always the case. The work was so good, Philosopher's Stone and Spider-Man obviously becoming this cultural phenomenon, cultural character. Every child, every adult knows who fucking Spider-Man is. So make the movies good. And I think Marvel's caught up on, I don't know, they're just caught up on like making as much money as possible, counting the beans, and it's so sad. I don't know. There's like a little, awkward. Yeah, I don't believe in embarrassment. I just think life's too short. And I don't know if that means, sometimes I wonder, I'm like, am I gonna, there's no wood around, and I'm gonna say something crazy. I'm gonna go knock on wood, but I'm like, I don't believe in embarrassment because life's too short, so does that mean like my life's gonna be short? And now I'm superstitious, so I'm gonna knock on wood. Joe, would you like to give your thoughts about Marvel?
There's some wood right here.
Right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to hear your thoughts because I'm like, I will be showing up to like the good films.
I enjoyed the original Iron Man a lot. Thought that was really great. You know, it makes sense that the whole MCU was created after that. Strong film.
It is.
Doctor Strange, not bad.
Yeah.
The only reason I saw that is because there was a Pink Floyd song in it. But it was good. To be honest, I don't have a ton to say, but
I guess I'm curious about your thoughts when it comes to like me inviting you to a movie and you're like burnt out. Like what do you think is what's there? Like the core of that, the kernel of that. Why are you burnt out?
They're just doing the same thing over and over again.
Which is like
just like
villain,
the same,
or like I want to know more. Like
just like I feel like I'm just watching the same story over and over.
Yeah.
I
think that's what was
like
so...
the stakes don't feel real, I guess.
And I think like I told him earlier, I think you'd really enjoy the new Spider-Man because it feels like an actual movie. It feels like, because me, I'm like, I want my little cigarette. I want to watch some French films. I want to feel a story. I want to be moved in that way. And Brand New Day moved me in that way because it's like Peter Parker on his own. He has nobody, and he's like fully, he has these awesome superpowers, and he's saving people because he's a good person and wants to save people. And I'd like to think anyone with like really badass skinny, like really, he's so fucking hot in the movie, so fucking hot. But like anyone who has like gnarly superpowers, we'd hope they would save people, right? Like that's the whole point of superhero movies. But
or you can watch The Boys, I suppose.
Yes, The Boys is really, I love how The Boys subverts expectations. And it makes a lot of sense. Like and that's like capitalism. It makes a lot of commentary on capitalism. But Peter's alone and he has no friends because of the decisions he made in the previous movie. And we're all work, no play. All work, no play. He's Spider-Man 24/7. Peter Parker doesn't really exist anymore. And I think you've seen the movie before where everyone forgets Peter Parker. Mm-hmm. Sorry, this is making me burpy, so...
It's not where everyone forgot who he was
Yes.
at the end of it, is that?
Yes, and it was really sad and I cried a lot. It's such a good movie, and I think, I think audiences just have such... You don't think No Way Home is good? You can say I think it's good. Like, at least...
Also, I guess to go back to why I didn't like that movie, is why I don't like a lot of the Marvel movies, is that I feel like they don't really give you a whole lot of details on the characters. You don't really feel attached to them.
I agree with
I didn't really feel attached to the characters.
Well, the good news is I agree with Joe, and also like Tom Holland's in so many movies. So even without giving us like the slice of life stuff, you feel attached to this character. And one, it's like a cheat code. Making a Batman or Spider-Man movie, you're immediately going to be attached to Batman or Spider-Man, which is a cheat code for the audience, and the audience honestly deserves better. But anyway, Brand New Day, it really does dive into like the emotions of like a young man, fucking ripped, jacked, fucking puffy pecs, like abs all day. Anyway, it really tackles what a young like 23-year-old, 24-year-old, I'm 25, but like what a young Peter Parker might feel like being all alone. And yes, he's saving people's lives, but like if you don't get to go home to anybody or like go grab some beers with somebody, then does it matter? Like, and I loved that Jean Grey comes into that because she's been isolated. The X-Men, people resonate with the X-Men because it is an allegory for racism and queerness, period. And I think the queerness came along later once writers were like, oh, we can cash in on like the F-slurs, you know, the twinks, like the twinks that want to feel like, you know, because it's very isolating sexuality. So X-Men really has a lot to do with that. And putting Jean Grey in that story, genius, stroke of genius. I just hope they can keep it up. But like really the reason I was inspired to make this video, and I literally hope, I work in like 30 minutes, so hopefully I don't have to work right now in this moment. But it's genius to pair those stories because one, they can introduce Jean Grey because the X-Men need to be introduced. Where have they been? Hello. That's another thing I don't understand why the MCU's taking their sweet time. You're trying to push out products. I took him to Deadpool and Wolverine. I was so embarrassed. I wanted to buy his ticket after the fact. I was so embarrassed. That movie made like over $1 billion. That's disgusting. I could see the appeal of Deadpool 3 if like I was like absolutely stoned out of my mind or like on drugs. That movie was an embarrassment. I don't understand how you're rushing products like that out, i.e. Deadpool and Wolverine, and not like getting the X-Men out or whatever. But I did think it was genius in the year of 2026 to include Jean Grey, one of the main X-Men, and give her such a tragic little backstory, which is like what the X-Men are known for. And that's why I was like telling him, like, I think you'd love it because the characters actually have so much meat on their bones. You can actually latch onto them. You're not going to slide right off in something like Deadpool and Wolverine, where these are just action figures, and it's like, I'm not 12 anymore, unfortunately, and fortunately in some ways, so I don't care that, oh, Deadpool said the F word, oh, I don't care, you know, and I don't think many people do. They might have enjoyed the movie in the moment, I did, but I also, after the fact, I'm so embarrassed I want to buy Joe's ticket. But yeah, I think see Brand New Day, it's so good. I think I also want to touch on, with the superhero fatigue we're both feeling, and like the general audience is feeling, I don't know what's happening with Avengers Doomsday. No one gives a fuck, no one cares. I think a lot of people will see the movie, but at the same time, I think Doomsday's actually a fumble in the sense that like there's no setup. I don't care that there's no setup. In a good film, like a proper film, not a movie, you can do the setup, like this is the villain, this is what he's upset about, or like this is what he's about. Why are we introducing a Fantastic Four movie, or Fantastic Four villain in a property that's not Fantastic Four? That's weird. It's ridiculous. Reed Richards and whatever the fuck Dr. Doom's name is, they're integrated in each other's life, in their stories. You can't have one without the other. So it's weird that you made a Fantastic Four movie and Doom is in 2 seconds of it, I think, at the very end. I don't know. Do you have any thoughts?
I don't really know a whole lot about Fantastic Four.
Well, just the general superhero fatigue.
You know, The Dark Knight, great movie.
Yes. Yeah. 2008, mind you. I was 7 years old. I think Joe was 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just weird because these movies can rake in close to $1 billion each time, right? And you don't have to force it. Deadpool and Wolverine, I think you would agree, was so forced. There are so many cameos in that movie, and it's just so much like raunchy, ridiculous humor, which is, yeah, like as a 14-year-old turned me on in the sense that I'm like, oh my god, Deadpool's so like crazy and he's so hot, and like, and now I'm like, there's nothing here. As an adult, I'd rather be doing something else. I'd rather like be doing classwork or something, you know? That's when art is in the question, that shouldn't be a part of the conversation. And I think, I'd love your thoughts on this if you have any, but I think the money, the greed, the gluttony for money is just, it hurts the product in the long run. It's anti-art. It doesn't work. Yeah, I think it's a bad idea. And I think my haircut was a good idea, but it's just kind of flattening out as my day goes on. So,
Premature optimization, the root of all evil.
Premature optimization, the root of all evil. So they're trying to optimize.
Someone else said that.
they're trying to optimize their bank account. Is that what you think? Like,
Yeah, I guess. We're
It's
just
just
going for
greed.
like surface level tropes, I guess. Like,
I agree. I had a Kel Caesar salad with chicken, and I'm not going to keep you any longer. And if you have any last thoughts, think of them, and I'll say goodbye. I'm just going to say, check out Brand New Day. It's worth it. I hope Marvel figures its shit out because it really has the potential to be something great. There's a reason why the Greek pantheon and something like the Odyssey, which I talked about in a previous video, is still around 3,000 years after it originates. It's because we care about superheroes. We like to hear these underdog stories. We want good stories. That's what we tell. Joan Didion says we tell ourselves stories in order to live until we don't. And that's where we're at right now, is like we're not telling each other stories anymore. We're wanting money and we want a big paycheck, and big paychecks are nice, but
or maybe it's more just that we're like just consuming other people's stories instead of creating our own. I don't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So then the range of stories is smaller and more the same.
Well,
Maybe could be.
Any last thoughts?
I look forward to the next good movie I watch. I don't know when or what it will be.
Me too. That's an amen. That's a prayer for me. I love movies. Drop your favorite movies below. I want to hear what you have to think. Sorry, I can't talk. I want to hear what you think about the current state of Marvel and life and good movies. And I'm gonna let you go. And this is Joe. This has been Joe. And I'm Isaiah and black coffee. But today I just have sparkling water. So yum.